Okay, so they look very complex, but they're not. So you've got your pressure, your flow, and your temperature at the group head. Different settings which are the same as on the top. So you can get rid of the screen if you wanted to and just use the group head, but obviously it's easier to use this. On the right hand side it tells you what's happening. If you click on your profile, it then brings you into all the preset profiles. Now you can choose which ones you want on here, so you can actually look and it'll give you a list of loads of different profiles that you can use. And as you click on one, it'll then show you on this side what it is and give you a slight description. So on this one, these are ones that I've downloaded. I don't know if they'll come on like the newer versions, but these ones you can download and load onto the thingy. So you've got a high contact, low contact, medium contact. These are like your turbo shots. You can also mess with them. I don't know what all these do. I just generally leave them. The main things that you can edit are how long your shot weighs, and obviously you've got your scale down there which syncs to the machine. So you can decide what you want depending on your grams, but you can also really mess with all the wrong button. You can mess with every stage of the profile, but there's enough profiles on there that you don't need to mess. Then you've got this one which is for your cleanings, all your little settings and stuff, and then you have your application where you can mess about doing all your uploads. This is where your scales sync. You can change skins and stuff, but I just left it on the stock one because when I got the machine, a lot of them use a skin called the DX2, I think it is. It gives you that much information, it's just so overwhelming that I find that the standard sort of screen gives you enough. You can go absolutely nuts though. I've got 20 grams of coffee in, I think it's a straight wall basket. I can't remember the name of them now. Them ones you get from Square Mile, the cheap ones with the coffee puck screen. And then you literally just press play. The scale syncs. This will be a turbo shot, this one. Then everything starts to go nuts. That's it, warming up the group head, getting ready. Your green one is your pressure. Your flow is maxing out. The dotted lines are what it should be doing. And then the brown line is your coffee output. So for that shot there, if you look at what it's done, the grind was too coarse because it didn't hit the 3 bar that it was trying. So you can either updose, change your grinder, or change your basket. And that was 50 grams in 12 seconds. And that one is the Tim Wendell bar. So yeah, they look very complex. But they're not as crazy as you think. And then there's a thing called Visualizer, which once you sync it to the machine, that will then upload that profile that you've just done onto a web service. And then if me and you had the same beans, the same grinder, and everything was the same, we can then pull identical shots and compare notes. It's also good for troubleshooting should you have issues. But touching wood, what is it now? It's over 2 years old, and I think I maybe had one problem, which was, I can't remember what it was. I think it bombed out in an update overnight because the internet dropped off. But decent. You can email, WhatsApp, there's the Diaspora and stuff. I know it's a closed forum, but the people on there know the stuff. I've loved it. I mean, I do miss the lever because they're cracking bits of kit, but like when you look at the form factor, it's a lot smaller as well, and you get a suitcase. Hope that helps.